I'm in the UK and Apple Vision Pro is not. It's only available in America. And Vision Pro also starts at $3,500, which, would you believe, it's more money than I earn in an hour. So it's not as if I could even reasonably afford one or justify one, even if I were in the States. But looking at this from a distance, and specifically as a writer, I'm actually now quite a bit more intrigued than I was even yesterday. I mean, I know you're never going to type an 80,000 word novel on its virtual keyboard floating in midair, but I don't know, otherwise, for the first time, I can actually see a use for this particular headset for us as writers. Hello, I'm William Gallagher, and this is 58 Keys, which, as ever, as always, is for writers like you and me who use and who write on Macs and iPhones and iPads. And will it also be Vision Pro? I want to say there's a new 58 Keys video every Wednesday, and actually, as it happens next week, there are two of them, like vying which is the one to go first. I want you to see them both. But then there's today. Today is Friday, January the 19th, 2024, as I record this, and Apple has just today begun taking orders for its new Apple Vision Pro headset. I did not care. I mean, since I physically can't get one, also, I really wasn't that fussed. I was not actually intending to cover Vision Pro on 58 Keys, which you don't need to know, but I'd like you to know this. I now know at least 3 people who have ordered Apple Vision Pro. And yeah, I know what this is. If nothing has actually changed yet since Apple began taking orders for this thing, it feels as if a lot has changed. Apple Vision Pro somehow is now real. And after years of writing vaguely about different things to do with whatever, that the flavour of it all has changed for me, the taste. For the first time, I'm thinking there might be something in this for you and me as writers. I should say, previously I have used a virtual reality, was it just the one? At least one virtual reality headset to try out, and you can tell I wasn't enraptured. I didn't totally unenjoyerize it, but, thanks. Once it was off my head, it was gone from my mind completely. Well, I think I was polite, thank you very much. That's really interesting. But my mind was thinking about, where is lunch? Today, I'm thinking a lot about Vision Pro, and chiefly actually because of this. Apple has released, I think, a particularly well written, particularly well made. I mean, it's very simple. Let's not oversell it, but it's done well. A video tour showing some fella being given a guide through Vision Pro by Alessandra McGuinness, a Vision Pro's product manager at Apple. The video is just under 10 minutes long, but I promise you wouldn't realise that if you didn't know going in, because it flows really well. It's very simple, but it's more absorbing than a product demo probably should be. And it shows things Apple's talked about, alluded to, but not really shown. And it's made a difference, such as this. This is something I could now see me using in my writing business. I'm talking to you with this great big Mac monitor behind me. And as it happens, I have a small 14-inch MacBook Pro just to your right there. But if you and I were both wearing Vision Pro and talking like that, apparently our conversation would look like this. And then there's another thing, actually back again to the monitors. I love the width of this monitor, but its height is quite cramped, and the resolution, the sharpness, well, it's better than the rubbish monitor I had before, but I wouldn't be, I actually have no doubt your screen looks better than mine. There is actually a side point, there is a new version of this monitor coming out that does seem a bit better, somewhat higher resolution, but it also looks like it's going to be way over $2,000, and it definitely isn't out until 2025. Whereas Apple Vision Pro is 4K resolution in each eye. The resolution is just enormously better than my screen. Do you like the technical terms I'm using here? Enormously better? But still, it's true. It is enormously better. And instead of being confined to this width and this height, when you're wearing a Vision Pro, you can have it show your Mac screen, well, make it be as long or as tall or as wide as you want. Fill the room with all these things. Run out of space with columns in Excel or numbers? Nudge it over, have more. Think of pages or Word in front of me and a reference material floating off in a window somewhere else. Taking a quite small physical device and through it having much more room to work than I do even here in my own office. Actually, imagine being in an archive. Love working in archives. Using what's there, seeing what's there, but at the same time having everything you ever work with, everything you ever need and use in this thing with you, right there with you for $3,500. dull. I can now see me doing work. I can see me doing work. I'm not sure I can see me on a bus wearing Vision Pro, or actually in, maybe not yet, in a library archive. But here, where it's just you and me, I'm now at least up for trying it. And especially so since we're writers, that means we're also readers. And I really want to see what Apple Books and Kindle books look like on a Vision Pro. And Apple isn't showing us that for some reason. Possibly not a high priority compared to games or something. But also, I identify as a scriptwriter. The 1 hour television drama, to me, that's as gold as a 3-minute pop song is to others. And I so want to see something like Silo or Slow Horses or Foundation on Vision Pro. I can't do any of that yet, but what I can do is this. Let me tell you 2 things I've learned that I know are directly relevant to you and me as writers. 2 things, both related, 1 bad, 1 good. First, Vision Pro, it comes with a keyboard on screen. It just appears when you want to type, and it looks great. It's pants. Even if you're a hunt and peck typist instead of, the full 10-finger thing, apparently you will find this mid-air keyboard rubbish. I mean, more than you would expect, too. Writing with your hands up in the air, playing like jazz piano or something, that was never going to be practical for a novel. But it would have been nice to be able to do it for short bursts, like writing a web address in Safari or something, or Journal. Is Journal on the Vision Pro? Doesn't look like it. Dear Diary, today I spent half a fortune on a new device and I have to turn to this older one to write this entry. Apple appears to expect us to dictate more than write, which might be fine for short things like web addresses, but I'm a writer, I need the keys, I need to be able to type, and actually that's where the second thing comes in, the good thing. You can type properly. I could type properly on Apple Vision Pro. Right there in Apple's website, which extols the miracles of Vision Pro and says it can do everything. There's also a big section on accessories for all of the things that it can't do. And in there, Apple is promoting its own Magic Keyboard. I really like Magic. I mean, it's a silly name, but the keyboards are great. What's significant to me, though, is Apple is promoting this as being compatible with Vision Pro, which means, I know this is wording, but we're writers, wording matters. This is not a Vision Pro keyboard. It's a keyboard that the Vision Pro can work with. And that means, it seems, Vision Pro can work with any Bluetooth wireless keyboard. So we're set. Just buy a wireless keyboard and a Vision Pro, and away off we go. Listen, I can't really give you much useful information yet, I expect you've noticed, but because I'm in the UK, right, and so can't buy Vision Pro, like I said, I wasn't intending to cover it at all. And yet today, this is a special new episode of 58 Keys, because right now, today, looking at this device, and actually in particular, Apple's new video guided tour, link below, I'm actually changing my mind. I think I'm changing my mind. I'm not there yet. Please don't tell my accountant I'm thinking of it, okay? But I was ignoring, even dismissing Apple Vision Pro, and now there's something here for us. Maybe it's just potential, yeah? But we'll see. I think it could be good. Let's watch how it all goes, and also please how the price falls. In the meantime, that's it for this extra edition of 58 Keys. Thank you very much for watching. Now take care of yourself, write more, and I'll see you soon.